A powerful comeback story has suddenly connected two of the biggest names in world sport, and for Lewis Hamilton, this was clearly about more than just football. For years, Hamilton and Neymar Jr. have shared a close friendship. The two stars became known as passers after growing closer in 2016, regularly appearing together at sporting events, celebrations, and private gatherings. In recent years, public appearances became less frequent, leading some fans to wonder whether the friendship had faded. But this week delivered a very different answer. After 981 days away from Brazil's national team, Neymar finally returned to wear the famous yellow shirt once again. The comeback had been highly anticipated by supporters, who had spent months waiting to see the number 10 back on the international stage. Even though he did not score, his return quickly became one of the most talked about moments in Brazilian sport. The emotional significance of the occasion became even clearer after Neymar shared a simple message on social media. His caption read, "Remember who you are." Just 4 words, but they carried enormous meaning. The phrase reflected a player returning after a long absence and reminding both himself and the world of his identity. And this is where things change. Because Formula One fans immediately recognized those words, Hamilton had used the exact same phrase after securing his first victory with Ferrari at the Spanish Grand Prix in Barcelona. For Hamilton, the message symbolized resilience, confidence, and a return to winning form. For Neymar, it represented a return to the Brazilian national team after nearly 3 years away. Suddenly, 2 completely different comeback stories were linked by the same powerful message. Hamilton's reaction did not go unnoticed. The 7-time world champion commented directly on Neymar's post, writing simply, "Always." He also shared images of his friend on his social media story, publicly showing his support during one of the most emotional moments of Neymar's recent career. That's the real issue. This was not just a casual interaction. It was a sign that their friendship remained strong despite the passing years and the distance created by their demanding careers. The timing makes the story even more compelling. Hamilton is experiencing a resurgence with Ferrari after a difficult start to his journey in red. Neymar, meanwhile, is trying to rebuild momentum after injury setbacks and a lengthy absence from Brazil's national team. Both athletes know what it feels like to face criticism, doubt, and pressure. This changes everything. For many fans, the message was clear. 2 global superstars competing in completely different sports are living similar chapters in their careers. Both are fighting to prove they still belong at the very top. Both are trying to remind the world who they are. And perhaps that is why Hamilton's support carried so much weight. Now the question becomes what happens next. Will Neymar's return mark the beginning of a new chapter with Brazil? Will Hamilton continue his remarkable rise with Ferrari after finally returning to victory? One thing is certain, both men have sent a message that they are far from finished, and it may not stop here. What's your take on this situation? Share your opinion below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.